Jimbo's Garage.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Jimbo's Garage. Well, today we're going to be building a small aluminum box using 1/8 thick aluminum plate, and we're going to be using some pulse TIG. Now, TIG welding is, in my opinion, the most difficult, at least if you're comparing that to stick welding or MIG welding. A lot of hand-eye coordination, you fill a rod in one hand, torch in the other, in most cases a foot pedal to deal with as well. If you're welding mild steel, you have a little bit of flexibility. If you dip your tungsten, at least you might be able to finish that weld out without too much damage or too much trouble. However, you bring aluminum into the equation, you dip your tungsten there, it's game over. You're gonna stop what you're doing right there, sharpen the tungsten before you can move forward. So anyways, I don't have a lot of experience welding aluminum, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. Therefore, I'm not certain how this is all gonna go, but we're gonna give it a shot. So let's get started. All right, so I started out by cutting the aluminum out. Now, this box is roughly 9 inches long by 3 inches by 4 inches. And I just took it over to the bandsaw after I made my measurements and started cutting everything out. And, you know, that worked really well. That bandsaw really works good for this. And just doing the last bit of trimming right there. And then once I got all the pieces all trimmed up, you know, this aluminum came with this plastic coating, and which is cool. It keeps it from scratching. So once I got everything all peeled off there, it was time to clean it up with some acetone. Whoops. Sorry about the beer in the background there, but oh well. Anyways, I got everything all cleaned up, and then it was time to start piecing everything together. Now, the whole idea, in my opinion, is to try to get comfortable when you're TIG welding. And here you can see me using blocks to get get in a position where I can be comfortable welding. And so once I started piecing everything together and getting the tack welds in, I wanted to fit up everything really good to be sure it was going to work the way it's supposed to and look the way it's supposed to. And I got to say, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience here welding aluminum, but I'm going to give it a go. And here it is. This is one of the first TIG welding videos that I've ever done. Of course, I'm jumping right in with aluminum, and this is when I lost my high frequency on my machine. Wouldn't you know it? This is one time that I really wish I would have had it. It would have made it so much easier. I'm jumping right in, relying strictly on lift start TIG right here. But anyways, I was able to get through it, and you can see I'm just welding the joints up right here. And I want you guys to go easy in the comment mongers there. I'm not a perfect aluminum welder like my good friend Jody Collier, but hey, I'm learning, and the more experience I get, the better I'll get at it. But I just don't have a lot of call for that in my shop. But anyways, I'm doing the best I can right here. And I'm just finishing up, getting every joint. There's a lot of joints. I wanted to cover everything, and this isn't, mainly, this isn't structural. This is just cosmetic look. I wanted to have something that looked kind of cool, a little bit different. And here's the Everlast Power TIG 210 EXT, and I just wanted to show you the pulse mode right here. Now I'm running it. You can see it's about 90 amps, and then it was right at about 60% on time and about 30% background, I believe it was on this, and about 1.5 pulses per second right there. And that seemed to work pretty good for me. Like I said, I don't know, I could have adjusted maybe a little bit more, but for me, that seemed to work pretty good for what I was doing. And then there in the high frequency, you can see the little red light in the corner. Yeah, well, yeah, that wasn't working, but anyways. So here he is. Here I am. You can see me welding from the bottom up right here. That actually, bottom up or top down or sideways, it all seems to go together the same. Pretty cool. I really like that. You can weld up, down, in, out, and it all seems to puddle the same. So there it is. That's the finished welds right there. Not too bad for a guy that doesn't do it all the time. So I wanted to kind of polish things up a little bit, so I just took it over to my buffing wheel, and I started out by just polishing the welds, and then once I polished the welds, it looked like it got pretty shiny and pretty cool, so I went ahead with the rest of the whole box and kind of polished it up, and it actually gave it a pretty good look. You know, from the dull finish to polished aluminum, that kind of helped out a little bit with the welds, made it look kind of cool with that. So this right here is a piece of 1/4 inch plexiglass, and the idea here is we're going to be putting a light inside this little box, and it's going to illuminate through the faceplate on the front that says Vibe. And so the idea is to cut this out, glue it to the faceplate, but I wanted this like frosted look to it. We don't want it transparent. I don't want to be able to see through it. I just wanted a frosted, dull look. So that's what I was after right here. And this piece of plexiglass that I have, I've had it in my shop for about 10 years. And the paper got stuck on there. I couldn't get it off. I did this for an hour trying to get this paper off and realized, you know what, I'm over it. I'm just going to get my sander out and I'm just going to sand through everything. I'm needing this frosted look finish anyway. So that's the way I did, and actually it worked out pretty good that way. I got all the paper off, and I accomplished 2 things. Got all the paper off for one, and got the frosted look that I was looking for. Yeah, it took a little bit of time to get it all done, but once I got it all done, there it was. So then all I need to do is just glue it on the backside. Now this is some kind of super glue that I have, and man, I'm telling you what, you stick this on, and 2 seconds later, it's done. It's over. And that was just perfect for what we needed. And there it is. Looks pretty good. That's just the way I wanted it to turn out. So that's pretty much the finished product. That turned out pretty good. Not too bad for a guy that doesn't do it all the time. Anyways, there's the finished product right there on the hashtag printer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more video.
See you next time on Jimbo's Garage.